We need leads to start the process. So if there are no leads in the imported prospect stage, go to LinkedIn. Keep in mind there are a lot of great options to import from on LinkedIn. If you choose to import from a LinkedIn group, go to a LinkedIn group that you think will host your ideal leads. From there, you can click the members list. Once you are here, you can filter by job title keywords to only import the leads that match the keywords. When you're ready to start importing, click the Start Auto Scroll button. When you're ready for the next step, click the Import button. You can add a note to every new lead if you want. You can add a tag to every new lead if you want here. You can add a follow-up date to the leads here. You can add a deal amount to the leads here. Here, you can add the imported leads directly to a pipeline stage. Select the dropdown. Locate the pipeline name and the stage in that pipeline that you want to add these leads to. For example, I want to add the leads into the imported prospect stage of my LinkedIn pipeline. You can read the options here and select if you wish. You can set a card color for these new leads. And when you're ready to start importing, click the Start Importing button. Once the leads have finished importing, go back into your pipeline. Refresh the page. Awesome! Now we have some leads that we can qualify. Remember, the instructions for all the different stages can be found if you hover or click over the information icon on each stage. Once you've filled out the qualifying parameters for what a qualified lead looks like, and again, those instructions can be found in the information icon on the imported prospect stage, go ahead and click the play button on the imported prospect stage. Once you click the play button, you can see the automated actions that will be taking place once you click Run Automation. Go ahead and click Run Automation to start qualifying these leads. Once the Auto Qualify automation is done running, go back to the pipeline and refresh the page. The qualified leads will move into the qualified prospects stage. If the lead is undetermined whether it's qualified or not, it will be moved into the manual qualification needed stage. If the lead is not qualified, the status on the card will change to not qualified, all done through the automation. On the manual qualification needed stage, here are your instructions. The leads in this stage will need to be manually qualified. So you're going to click the LinkedIn icon on the card in the manual qualification needed stage. Now we're going to quickly review the profile to see if it is qualified. We use a checkpoint system that we call our ideal client profile. So for example, I would review this profile using my own ideal client profile, such as this person, a B2B owner and living in the United States. In the intro area, I can see that this profile does not live in the United States. So I'm going to go ahead and call this profile a not qualified lead. Remember that your ideal client profile may look different than mine. So you just need to qualify the lead using your ICP. Go back into the pipeline and select the status on this lead card to not qualified. After that, I would process the rest of the cards in the manual qualification needed stage, either by moving them into the qualified prospect stage or changing their status to not qualified, just like I did a few seconds before. For stage 3, all you need to do is go ahead and click the play button on this stage. Then click Run Automation and play this automation to send the connection request. In the connection request sent stage, the leads in this stage will remain here until they accept the connection request. To see who has accepted your connection request, go to LinkedIn. Navigate to My Network, click Connections. Once I'm at this list, I review this list and process each new connection that is recently added. So let's just say I already checked to see if Jody had accepted my connection request yesterday. Now today I would check to see if Rana has accepted, since this is a newly added connection. So I would copy the name, go into the pipeline, and in the search bar, I would look for the name, click enter. If the lead pops up in the pipeline, then I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop the card into the connection request accepted stage. When there are cards in the connection request accepted stage, click the play button on this stage, then click Run Automation. Click Run Automation to send these leads your initial message. If there are cards in the initial message sent stage that have the follow-up date of today or overdue, go ahead and click the play button on this stage, then click Run Automation. If you see cards in the initial message follow-up sent stage that say today or overdue, go ahead and click the play button on this stage. Then click Run Automation. At this point, you may start receiving responses from your leads. If a card is in the initial message sent stage or the initial message follow-up sent stage, go ahead and move that lead card that has responded into the message receive stage. You can move the card into the message receive stage via the overlay or simply by dragging and dropping it into this stage. On the message receive stage, there are a couple different situations that may occur. If appropriate, for example, if you know a lead needs a transition message sent to them, you can select the card that needs a transition message, then you can click the play button to automatically send them the transition message. Other than that, keep the lead in the stage until you can move them to a stage further down the pipeline. You may need to converse back and forth a bit until you can move this card into a stage further down the pipeline. When a card is in the transition question sent stage and the card says today or overdue, click the chat icon. To send your invite to call message template, simply paste the invite to call message template, then click send. If you want to use the overlay, you can simply click the stage that they're currently in and move them into the invite to call sent stage, since we have just sent them the invite to call. In the invite to call sent stage, if there are cards that say today or overdue, go ahead and simply click the play button on this stage, then click run automation. If the lead says yes to booking a call with you in the invite to call sent stage, you need to send them the booking link. Here is how to do it. You can click on the LinkedIn chat icon, paste your booking link template, click send, then change their stage into the booking link sent stage. If you see cards in the booking link sent stage that say today or overdue, go ahead and click the play button on this stage, then click run automation. If you see cards that say today or overdue while in the booking link follow-up sent stage, click the play button on this stage, then click run automation and click yes, let's start, then click run automation. If a lead books a call while it's in either the booking link sent stage or the booking link follow-up sent stage, here's what to do. Copy the call information, click the lead's card that booked a call, paste the information in the notes area, then click save. Right-click the chat icon, click the call booked confirmation message, then paste the call booked confirmation message. Send the message, then move the lead card to the call book stage. Here's what to do with the leads in the call book stage. When the call is completed, go ahead and move the lead that has completed the call into the call completed stage. If a lead purchases while it's in the call completed stage, go ahead and click the play button on this stage, then run the automation. If the lead does not purchase and needs more time to nurture, then go ahead and drag and drop the card into the long-term follow-up stage. For the cards in the purchase stage, go ahead and begin your onboarding process with them. For the cards in the long-term follow-up stage, continue to nurture these leads to a sale. Daily, as you begin your prospecting, we like to first go through the inbox in order to process the leads that have responded. To do this, you simply click into a conversation that you have not responded to. You can use the overlay to manage the lead inside your account. For example, you can access message templates or move stages. For example, if a lead responds to my initial message, I can use the overlay to change the stage from initial message sent to the message received stage. I can also use the message templates provided in the overlay in order to respond to this message. Once I'm done responding in this conversation, I would continue to process the other responses that I have received using the overlay.